Okay, the activity we are working on is called integers on number lines. And the quick code for 8th grade IXL is EZE. Type the missing number. We have negative 42, negative 41, blank, and negative 39. So the number between these two, if we were to count them out, and one technique is to figure out what are we counting by? Well, we're counting by 1. So if I go toward 0, another 1, it's going to be negative 40. And then you can go back and check. Negative 41, negative 40, negative 39. Makes sense. Okay. So what are we counting by? We're counting by 1. So if we go down here, this goes negative 50, negative 49, 48, 47, and this has to be negative 46. Okay. What's the missing number here? It's going by ones. So one more back would be negative 57. Okay, let's skip up a level and see what we have here. I'm sure it's going to change. Up to 55 smart score. Okay, now we have 2 of them. So we're still counting by ones because negative 8 to negative 9 is by 1, right? So this, if we're counting by ones, negative 9, negative 10, negative 11, and negative 12. Okay, let's now we have 3 we have to do. And again, we're still counting by ones. So negative 51, 52, negative 53, 54, 55, negative 56, and then negative 58, which comes after negative 57. Okay, let's jump up another level and see what we are working with here. Okay, so we're not going by ones anymore because if you go down here, you notice from negative 56 to negative 58, it's a groups of 2, right? Skip counting by 2s. So this would have to be negative 60. If we're skip counting another group of 2, this would be negative 62. Negative 64, negative 66, negative 68. Okay. So what are we counting by? Counting by groups of 20, because 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So in between negative 20 and positive 20, this would have to be 0. Because you'd start at 0 and count up 20, 40, 60, and 80. Okay? Right, now what are we counting by? Looks like we're counting by 2s, right? Because if you go this way backwards, you have 56, 58, 60, 62. So if this is negative 52, this would have to be negative 54, negative 56. This is negative 48, so this has to be negative 50. Let's do a couple more. Let me jump up to the final level here and see. We'll do one last one here. Okay, so what are we counting by? This one, oh, this is easy, so we'll do a couple. This is by ones, right? Because 80, 81, 82. So this has to be negative 83, negative 84, and negative 85, negative 86. Okay, there we go. And last one. What are we counting by? Also by ones, right? Because 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So this has to be 1, 2, 3. I don't see any that count by 3s. This is a little bit more complex, but you're counting by 2s, right? Because 0 to negative 2 is a count of 2. So this would have to be negative 4, and this one would have to be negative